File in this December 3, 2016, file photo. Virginia Tech head coach Justin Fuente, left, speaks to Clemson head coach Dabo Swinney before the Atlantic Coast Conference Championship NCAA college football game in Orlando, Florida. With a quarter of the college football season in the books, 24 undefeated teams remain, along with the possibility that each Power 5 conference could have an undefeated champion. That's way off. For now, a couple of cross-divisional conference games matching ranked teams, number 2 Clemson at number 12 Virginia Tech and number 5 Southern California at number 16 Washington State, highlight the schedule and will be part whittling the field of unbeaten teams. Chris O'Meara, file Associated Press. This week's college football action features defending national champion Clemson continuing its demanding year-licensing schedule by facing another ranked team on the road. Outside the Power 5, a game pushed back a month due to Hurricane Irma features two unbeaten teams that already own victories over major conference programs this season. Here are 5 things to know about Week 5 best game. Number 2 Clemson at number 12 Virginia Tech. This rematch of last year's Atlantic Coast Conference Championship game features two unbeaten teams that could meet for the league title again in December. Clemson won that ACC championship game 42-35 and went on to capture the national title, but statistics suggest there won't be nearly as much scoring this time. Clemson ranks 3rd nationally in total defense and scoring defense, while Virginia Tech is 6th in scoring defense. Clemson coach Dabo Swinney has won all 4 of his previous meetings with Virginia Tech. Heisman watch. Bryce Love, RB, Stanford's sluggish start to the season shouldn't overshadow Love's spectacular individual results. Love rushed for 263 yards last week in a 58-34 victory over UCLA, and actually would have gone over the 300-yard mark if a holding penalty hadn't nullified a 48-yard touchdown run. He has rushed for 787 yards and has averaged 196.8 yards rushing per game to lead all Football Bowl subdivision players in both categories. He's averaging an astounding 10.8 yards per carry heading into Saturday's game with Arizona State. Numbers to know: 253.3 the average number of all-purpose yards that Penn State's Saquon Barkley gains per game. That's 23.3 yards per game more than any other FBS player, and 55.3 yards per game more than anyone else in the Power 5. 12 Alabama's record against Mississippi since the start of the 2014 season, including a 48-43 victory last year. Alabama has gone 432 against everyone else during that stretch. 212 the total number of points scored in the last 2 Oklahoma State-Texas Tech matchups. Oklahoma State won 70-53 in 2015 and 45-44 last season. 174 Florida coach Jim McElwain's career record in possession games, following the Gators' 28-27 victory at Kentucky last week. Florida is 91 in possession games during McElwain's tenure. 0-2 that's the winless record of Florida State, which opened the season ranked 3rd. The last time Florida State opened a season 0-2 was in 1989. The Seminoles ended that year ranked 3rd with a 102 record. Under the radar Memphis at Central Florida. This game was originally scheduled to take place September 9, but got pushed back due to Hurricane Irma. Since then, each of these unbeaten American Athletic Conference teams has knocked off a Power 5 program to lend this matchup more intriguing. Memphis garnered some national acclaim September 16 with a 48-45 home victory over UCLA, which was ranked 25th at the time. UCF went on the road last week and rolled to a 38-10 triumph over previously unbeaten Maryland. The two opposing coaches, Memphis's Mike Norvell and UCF's Scott Frost, soon could be hearing their names associated with Power 5 vacancies. Hot seat watch. It's been a tough September for Tennessee's Butch Jones. In its last 2 games, Tennessee has lost 26-20 to Florida on a tie-breaking 63-yard touchdown pass as time expired, and struggled to a 17-13 victory over winless 27.5-point underdog Massachusetts. Jones closed his Monday press conference by criticizing media coverage of his program and saying that sometimes the negativity is overwhelming. Jones can help his cause quite a bit by upsetting number 7 Georgia on Saturday, but a loss would make the Volunteers 0-2 in Southeastern Conference competition. More AP College Football collegefootball.ap.org and twitter.com of TOP25. Follow Steve Megargy at www.twitter.com. Steve Megargy. Copyright 2017 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, rewritten or redistributed